Bill.
Amy! Huh? Gavin! Amy!
Jackie!
Come and give me a hand, hurry! Oh, no! Oh, get him! A horse! I found a horse 2 k's out to sea!
Did you see that? A horse? What's a horse doing out at sea? Did you see that, Mr. Spratford?
A horse, eh?
Yeah.
Helen, you know they don't allow horses on Cersei Island.
Oh, it wasn't on the island. It was out there, swimming towards Africa like there was no tomorrow. I rescued it. Amy saw it too, didn't you, Amy? Tell him.
It happened so quickly. I thought I saw something. Maybe it was a kangaroo. I've heard of them swimming across rivers.
It was not a kangaroo. It was a horse. A plain brown horse.
Plain brown horse. Oh, that's lovely, Helen. Why don't you come over with me and I'll make you a plain brown cocoa and you can tell me all about it.
I did see it. I did.
Sure.
I did. It was a horse, I tell you.
Closing the bridge.
Temporarily while they repair the span damaged by that tanker last week.
But, sir, that means we'll be cut off from the mainland.
Only for one day. But I'd like you to make sure that everyone's been notified. Oh, and make sure the old tunnel is sealed off as well. It'll have to be checked for any leaks.
Yes, sir. I'll get onto it immediately, sir.
Gavin! Jackie, you can come out now!
Jackie!
Hello? Come on. Hello, Jackie. You're a good girl.
You're a bad horse. You're naughty. You know you shouldn't do that. Come on, you can't stay here. We'll hide you in here until Aaron comes. Come on, Jackie. Now, what were you doing out there? Trying to get yourself drowned? You're a very bad horse. Just hold your horses. Come on, have a drink. Now, how are we ever going to get you back to the stable without anyone seeing, huh? Amy! Amy!
A radio? That isn't a radio.
Don't tell me what isn't a radio. This belonged to me when I was about your age.
How can it be a radio? Where's the dials? Where's the batteries?
Doesn't need any. It's called a crystal set. Now you put these jobbies on your ears, and then you stick this doovalaccy in the thingo, and then you rub this whatchamacallit up and down the copper coil to tune it in.
Well, you must think we'd believe anything, Mr. Puckram.
Sure, yeah. Well, I've got better things to do than stand around yapping to a couple of know-it-all kids.
Hear anything?
No.
Give me a go.
What? What do you hear?
Get down, Mama, groovin'.
What?
Ta-da, chicka chicka boom, chicka chicka boom, chick.
What? What?
Apollo 13 to ground control. Houston, we have a problem. Sucker.
Oh, he said you got to put the doovalaccy on the whatchamacallit, or was it the jobby on the thingo?
Oh well, that explains everything.
Jackie somehow got out
Helen
of the...
was out in a boat when...
Gotta find her
She
before...
opened the gate by herself.
I know. Helen found her.
Helen?
She was swimming out to sea.
And why was Helen swimming out to sea?
Not Helen, Jackie. Helen brought her back, but then she got away, and now Gavin's gone after her.
Then Helen knows about Jackie.
Sort of and sort of not. Don't worry about Helen. We've got Jackie, and Gavin's hiding her.
Let's go.
Hey, check it out. Rudolph the Red-Nosed One.
Hold it, Geraldine. A ship off Cocos Islands. Seismic activity on the sea floor.
Nice try, Einstein.
Shh. Listen. Tsunami moving east at 400 nautical miles per hour. And I've lost it.
What was all that about?
The Cocos Islands, northwest of here. There must have been an underwater earthquake out there.
Who's this tsunami?
Don't know. But if she's headed east at 400 knots, she must be in a jumbo jet. Or 1,200 kilometers at 400 knots? Holy moly!
What?
Well, it's not tsunami, it's tsunami.
That's what I said.
No, tsunami. T-S-U-N-A-M-I. A tidal wave.
We've got to get out of here.
We can't. I heard Hermes telling Dad that the tunnel and bridge are going to be closed all day.
We'll never get her through the settlement in broad daylight.
She'll be safe here for the time being, but did anyone see her apart from Helen?
I don't think so.
What was Jackie doing 2 kilometres out to sea, Mr. Brinkman?
Beats me. But sometimes animals sense things in advance.
What kind of things?
Storms, earthquakes, natural disasters.
Well, I don't care why she was out there. All I want to know is how are we going to get out of here without anyone knowing?
What we need is a diversion.
Yeah, something to keep everyone distracted and away from here. But what?
Well, there was a minor earthquake about 1,000 kilometres west of here, but nothing that would generate a tsunami.
But he said it was coming this way at 400 nautical miles per hour.
Well, they do move pretty fast at sea, but 2.7 quake would barely cause a ripple.
You are certain, Mr. Leung?
Well, the whole purpose of this base is to receive advanced information from all around the world. Now, if a tsunami was headed this way across the Indian Ocean, don't you think we'd be the first to know?
Unless they're keeping it a secret, so we don't panic.
Look, I'll monitor the situation, but minor earthquakes happen every day, and I really don't think a crystal set could pick up a transmission from 1,000 kilometres away. Maybe it was a hoax, or maybe you just misunderstood.
I hope so.
Who else knows about this?
Just Geraldine. Oh, and Mr. Andakis. I saw him outside. We decided we wouldn't tell anybody else until we talked to you.
Very wise, Milan. The last thing we want to do is create unnecessary panic.
Tidal wave coming! Tidal wave! Tidal wave!
What's up, Mr. Andakis?
There's a giant wave coming. Milan's gone to warn your father. It'll be here in an hour. It's 100 meters high. That's big enough to wipe out the entire island. And we can't get off. We're trapped. Spread the word. Tidal wave coming! Tidal wave!
What's up?
Something about a tidal wave headed this way.
100 metres high. Oh, hey, Mr. Brinkman.
Yeah?
Have you heard about the tidal wave?
Tidal? What tidal wave?
Supposed to be 100 meters high.
100 meters high? Well, that's over 300 feet in the old money.
That's what Hermes said, and he reckons we'll be here in an hour. And you believed Hermes?
Only one way to find out the truth. Come on, we'll go find Dad.
What are we going to do now?
I think we've just found our diversion.
No, I mean about the tidal wave.
Oh, that. Somebody's just got their wires crossed.
200 metres? That's close to 600 feet.
Absolute codswallop.
All I'm telling you is what we heard. I think it was 200 metres, or maybe it was travelling at 200 knots. Anyway, it was big enough to cover the entire island.
Safest place to be in a tsunami is out at sea. Way out at sea.
You don't believe this rubbish, do you, Helen?
Of course not. And it would explain what that horse was doing.
Horse? Helen reckons she saw a horse trying to swim to Africa.
I did see a horse. Must have been one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Anyhow, a 600-metre wave is impossible, isn't it?
600 feet, love, not metres. Let's not exaggerate.
Oh, feet, metres, what's the difference? We'd still drown.
We better head for the hills, eh?
If there were any decent hills on Circe, which there aren't.
Well, I, for one, won't be rushing out to cash in my life insurance.
Hilo, Hawaii, 1960. I was a midshipman on the Lahaina Star. The sea was dead calm, just like this. Suddenly, it loomed up on the horizon big as a 10-story building. Unstoppable, inexorable.
I didn't think Mr. Brinkman believed it, really.
It's a diversion to get Jackie off the island.
Shh. Rolling towards the harbour with the speed of an express train. Churning up the water. destroying everything in its path.
Harry, this is awful.
There must have been about 1,000 casualties that day.
It's working.
I don't want anybody to panic, but I need all able-bodied volunteers to come with me right now.
Why?
We have to sandbag the seaward beaches immediately.
Why?
Yours is not the question. Why? It's your civic duty.
Civic duty, indeed. At our time of life.
Right. Fine. Just sit around and fiddle while Rome burns. But when you're swept away and killed, don't come crying to me.
There's a march here. Might be a nice outing.
900 metres? A wave that size would wipe out the whole planet.
Come on, James, what's going on? We want the truth.
I am telling the truth. Look, I hate to disappoint you people, but there is no tsunami coming this way.
If it was the end of the world, would you tell us?
Thought not. Come on, people, let's not waste our last few minutes on Earth arguing about it.
Look, there's nothing to worry about. There's no tsunami coming this way.
What's that for?
Oh, well, Jackie was getting a bit restless, so I thought it might cheer her up.
Hermie said the wave's supposed to hit at 12 noon, a half an hour from now.
Hey, you're not going to believe all that tsunami nonsense, are you?
No.
People have been predicting the end of the world since time began, and it still hasn't happened.
But everyone seemed worried and sort of funny.
Yeah, I've seen that too. People think they're going to meet their maker, and they act different. Doing very strange things. Like giving away all the possessions.
Take it. Everything free, just like the sign says. Help yourselves. It's just stuff. Life is too short for material things.
Never was one to look a gift horse in the mouth.
Bless you, Mr. Spratford. Take some more. Take it all. Bless you too, Mrs. Archer.
Better spread the news while the going's good. Right.
Susan!
I want to confess.
Yeah, later. Hey, Susan!
Confess what?
The time I said Geraldine put Slater bugs in my sandwich, I lied to get her in trouble.
Your father's out there giving away the whole shop.
I feel better now.
It's true, isn't it, Harry?
Truth is good.
What's true?
The wave. The end of the world. Oh, this is it, Harry, the big one. I'll never see another sunset. I'm never going to see the jacarandas blooming in the springtime. I'm never going to see our kids growing to adults. Harry!
I'm sorry, Susan, but you've got to pull yourself together.
Harry.
That time I told on Calvin for spitting in my shoes, that was a lie too. I confess.
I've never told this to anyone before, Charlie.
What, my child?
I've often dreamed of quitting law and joining the circus. Excuse me.
Bless you, Miss Hurley.
Bless you, Charlie.
It's happened before. What about the Great Flood?
If the world is going to end in 25 minutes, I think a little meditation may help. I want to be spiritually pure when I shuffle off this mortal coil.
But even if the bridge wasn't closed, there's nowhere to run. Nothing to do.
Sweetheart, sweetheart.
I remember now. Nearer my God to thee.
Sorry?
The hymn they played when the Titanic was sinking. The movie was on TV last week.
Any sign of that tsunami, Clyde?
Not a ripple, sir.
Alawa Kauai, the Hawaiian. In 1868, he was swept out to sea by a tsunami, so he grabbed a floating plank and surfed back to shore on the largest wave ever ridden.
Then you do believe it's coming?
No. I'm just saying it kind of makes you think about things differently.
Madeline, I love you.
And I love you, Mr. Redditch.
You do?
Love is one of the purer thoughts. Love of animals, love of man, love of life. Come, join me.
If the wave does not come, we will be one, yes?
We are one now, Mr. Redditch, joined in this single moment in time.
You make me very happy.
The signs are propitious. Be at peace, Mr. Redditch. Be at peace.
Only 15 minutes left!
Isn't there something better on?
All right.
Quickly. Are you sure you won't change your mind, sir? You can run like the scared rabbit that you are, Kowalski. But when Armageddon arrives, I shall be staring it right in the eye. Now do it! And if I should happen to survive, the media will... I mean, the world will want to hear my story. Tighter, tighter! Oh, not that tight, you idiot! Now, hurry up, hurry up!
Wish Kelvin was with us, Harry.
He's better off at school on the mainland, love.
We'd all be better off out to sea in my cray boat.
Thought you didn't believe any of this doomsday rubbish, Ellen?
I don't.
I suppose that horse you saw will drown now. After all the trouble you went to save it in the first place.
It's been a very peculiar day.
6 minutes to go.
My God, looks awfully calmy up there.
Just like Mr. Ringman said it would be.
Across that razor beam.
All clear. Let's do it.
Come on, girl. Come on. Come on, Jackie. Jackie, come on.
Come on.
Whoa!
Where's she going? Steady, girl. And what you going back in there for? Turn that thing off or we'll never get her out of here. I think she's got an old boyfriend in the 5th.
Hurry up. In about 2 minutes, someone will know the truth.
Get up.
Across that razor beam, still all my songs ring. Nearer my God to me, nearer my God to me, nearer
We're saved!
Is that it?
What's a fizzer?
You can say that again, young man.
So much for the end of the world.
I think she's learned how to open it.
We'll have to wire it shut.
That's the last time I believe anything Hermes says.
But you're the one who told him.
Doorbell.
You're dead, Hermes!
Help! Dragged out here for nothing. What a chip. Oh. Help! Anybody!
Do you think we should call someone to get him down?
Yeah. First thing tomorrow. Maybe.